Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Oswego Blizzards Dynasty as we are back at home in a rainy Oswego as we start off year 3 of this dynasty. We are going to be going up against a middle-of-the-road team in the Independence against New Mexico this week. We will see what kind of offense we can do against a very high-powered offense from New Mexico as well. They are able to take down a Power 4 team and Tier 1 level and against Arizona State in the week prior, and will be going up against us. They have some talent on their roster that we need to be keeping an eye on for sure. But we have some talent that we are bringing back this year. We get Dan Villari, who is a transfer student from last year. He is finally going to be able to play. We will see good things from him. And we are bringing back Marcus Seals, and we will see how well he can do on the offensive side of the ball. So let's see what this new season brings as we take on the New Mexico Lobos. So we will start this season by receiving the ball from the New Mexico Lobos as Marcus Seals will take this one from his own 8-yard line, and he is going to find just a little bit of a crease there and will take it to just short of the 30-yard line. This is going to be a great season with our new recruits, and we will see what we can get out of them this season. We're hoping to see much bigger improvement. And that's one of our new recruits right there with Don Bird receiving the first handoff. He's going to go pick up no yards on that off-tackle handoff. Dan Villari in the backfield. He's going to pitch this one out to another newcomer, Calvin Wyatt, our fullback. He's also going to be going nowhere as the Lobo defense swarms the option, and nobody had any good options on that play. 3rd down and 14 on the first drive of the season. Dan Villari is going to drop back to pass. He'll find Devin Fontaine. He'll pick up the first down, and that is something that we love having this season. Is Dan Villari is an 83 overall quarterback that knows how to throw the ball. So now Calvin Wyatt on 2nd down will take that one up the middle, and he will pick up 3 yards on that play, setting up a nice and 3rd and manageable. We've already seen that we can convert 3rd and longs. Let's see what we can do on 3rd and manageable. And Calvin Wyatt's going nowhere as he tries to pick up a few yards there at the end, and that is going nowhere. We will punt the ball to the Lobos, and they will take this one from their own 12-yard line. And now Jones has got some space. He'll shrug off the first tackler, and he will pick up a good rush on that one, on that return for the Lobos. And now it is the defense's turn with almost an entire new defense coming out. And now Montez is going to find some space, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds as he finds some wide open space. This was one of our biggest challenges last season, was the running game and the option offense, and that is still going to be one of our problems. And tackling on the edge has been a problem, and they will pick up another bunch of yards on 1st down. Now Montez is just going to take this one all by himself. He's going to find the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Lobos as CJ Montez takes that one nice and easy to the end zone, and that will start the game off at a 7-0 lead. Marcus Seals has no space to run on that one as that is going nowhere. He'll lose 2 yards on that one as the Lobos clog up all the gaps. Now Calvin Wyatt is also going nowhere. That all the gaps are being filled, and they are being filled quickly. We have not had any real room to run. 3rd down and long. Now Dan Villari back in the backfield. He'll send Marcus Seals out in motion, and he will find the new receiver in Miller as he finds some open space on the sail route, and that will be a 1st down for the Blizzard. Dan Villari will now hand this one off to Don Bird, and he will take that one 3 yards. A nice, easy pickup on 1st down. Always nice to be ahead of the chains on first down. So now Marcus Mobley is in the backfield. He's going to be our speed guy, and he will hand that one off to Calvin Wyatt up the middle, and he'll pick up a good chunk, making a very nice 3rd down and short. And we're going to get a false start on this one, and that is going to push us back 5 yards, and now we're looking at 3rd and medium on that false start instead of being 3rd and short. 3rd and 7 here for Dan Villari. He's going to keep this one, and that's a bad read for him. Pitching that one out to Calvin Wyatt. That's one of the bad sides to Dan Villari not being an option quarterback in his first season. He's had a transfer year, but seeing it in real time is different, and that is going to result in a Blizzard punt. So now the Lobos go out, and Wysong will pick up 7 yards on that play on first down in the quick out route, and now setting up 2nd down and 3. Montez, he's got nowhere to go, and he's going to be tackled for a loss, but Patrick Anderson, our new JUCO junior linebacker, is going to be bringing him down by his face mask. That'll move the Lobos to the midfield yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Lobos here as they are at the midfield mark. And now we've got Sneed is going to take this one, and he will go and pick up the 1st down on the very good blocking from the Lobos. He'll pick up 12. CJ Montez is going to pitch this one out to Sneed, and he's got some space. He just needs to beat one last guy, and he is going to accomplish the task on that one, beating Thomas Owens. Not Thomas Owens, that's Daniel Schaefer, the strong safety, as he marches his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That'll give the Lobos a 14-0 lead as we are finishing up that first quarter. 2nd down and 8 now with Marcus Mobley in the backfield. He's going to hand that one off to Calvin Wyatt, and he'll pick up 2 yards, setting up a 3rd and manageable and a 3rd and short. Medium. And they will toss this one off to Don Bird, and he's going to fight for the 1st down. That's our JUCO junior new recruit this season. He'll go and pick up the 1st down. So now looking at the ball in the backfield, they'll hand this one off to Don Bird, and he's going to take a shot, and that will knock the wind out of him. He will be ending up coming back into the game later on, but he will see some time off after taking that big hit. 2nd down and 6 now for the Blizzard as Marcus Mobley in the backfield, and he's going to keep this one, and he picks up a good chunk. A nice 10-yard pickup from him as we are approaching that midfield marker. 1st down and 10. Dan Villari is going to hand that one off to Calvin Wyatt, and he'll pick up 12 on that play. That's going to be a 1st down from him, but that is coming back on the hold. That's going to be Blake Owens. He's going to be credited with that hold, and that will force us back. 1st down and 17 now for the Blizzard after the hold. Dan Villari is going to have no time on the screen pass, and we're going to lose even more. That's 8 yards on that sack as we are now on 2nd down and 25, well behind the sticks. Dan Villari back to pass on the play action, and he's going to slot that one in. How does he find the space there? That was an unbelievably perfect throw. 3rd down and 11. Dan Villari is going to keep this one, and he's going to fumble that one out of bounds, but that is going to lead to a 4th down and 6. We're going to keep the offense on the field this time instead of punting this one away. Dan Villari's got plenty of time, and he's going to take this one himself, and he's going to go pick up the 1st down on the 10th play of the drive. That is going to move us down 2nd down and 8 into Lobo territory. We'll pitch this one off to Marcus Seals, and he's got a quick burst. He'll pick up 7 yards, making a nice 3rd and easy. And they're going to have this one off to Don Bird, who is now back in the game, and he is going to go pick up that 1st down as the clock continues to tick down as we have held the ball for 6 minutes. 14th play of this drive. Don Bird's going to keep this one. He's going to bounce it to the outside, and he's just going to come up short on the 10-yard run. Second down and inches now for the Oswego Blizzard. 15th play of the drive here. They're going to hand that one off to Marcus Seals. He'll pick up the first down and a nice easy 2 yards. Second down and 7 now. 17th play of the drive. Dan Villari in the backfield. He'll hand this one off to Marcus Seals. He's got some space, and he's going to come up just short of the end zone. That's going to be first down and goal for the Blizzard. Clock ticks under 2 minutes. Wasting the time down. Marcus Seals is going to get the blocks, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown for the Blizzard. 14-7 now for the Lobos, and their lead has been shrunken down to 7 after a 18-play drive that took basically the entire quarter all the way to the end zone. And now it is the Lobos' turn to try and right the ship, and he's got some space. Jones is going to probably, and he's going to be caught from behind and not before taking that ball to the Oswego 32-yard line, as they are going to start in fantastic field position with a minute and a half to go in the half. Wysong is going to go pick up a good chunk on that slant route. That's going to be a first down as they use their first timeout. Minute and 26 seconds left in the half. Montez has got all the time in the world. He'll find Erickson on the dunk down, and he'll go and pick up the first down as they use their second timeout of the half. First down and goal here for the Lobos. And Montez is going to hand that one off to Sneed, and that is going to be brought down quickly. That was a play that we have struggled with in the past. Glad to see that we're able to handle that draw. Second down and goal as the Blizzard use their first timeout. Montez is going to hand that one off to Sneed. That's going nowhere. That's going to be Shane Butler in the backfield. He'll go and pick up the tackle for a loss, and that results in a third down and goal for the Lobos. Would love to get a field goal stop here, and now Erickson is going to come out of the end zone to make that catch, and is going to be marked short of the goal of the end zone, and that will result in a fourth down as New Mexico will be kicking the field goal before half, and they will punch that one through, and that is going to give the Lobos a 17-7 lead as we take this one into half. Very good start for the Blizzard. This has been a decent half for us. Not exactly what we are hoping for from this New Mexico team, but we've played decently well on the offensive side of the ball. A couple bad starts to the drives, but having Dan Villari and his passing ability is going to be awesome for us. Now we just need the defense to try and make a couple stops for us. That's what we really need the most, is a couple stops, and we're really in this game. So we will start this second half by kicking the ball off to the Lobos. This one's going to find the ball in 1 yard deep. Wysong's going to take that one out. He's got some space, and he will take that one to past the 35-yard line, as they will now start their drive in good field position. CJ Montez, he's going to go drop back to pass, and he's going to find his tight end, and he's going to be brought down by his face mask. The Lobos are moving. Not the start to the second half that you're looking for, especially if you're trying to stay in this game and try and get stops from the Lobos. Sneed's going nowhere. He's met into the backfield very quickly on that one. That's going to be Patrick Anderson finding the space in the backfield. Second down and 13 now for the Lobos, and he'll find Jones in the backfield on that swing pass, and he'll pick up the first down after fighting for those extra yards. First down and 10, CJ Montez handing that ball up to Sneed on the counter. He's going to break free from the first one, and Steven Burks is unable to make the tackle at the goal line, and Sneed is going to find his way into the end zone for the touchdown. That's going to be the 23rd point of the game for the Lobos, and they will now take a 24-7 lead early in this second half. Now Mobley's going to find some open space. He'll pick up 9 yards on that nice quarterback keeper. Definitely like running that play with this offense. Mobley's going to keep this one again. He's going to pick up a good chunk. That's a good play from him. 2 big plays from him early on that one. He is still in the game on this 2nd down and 10. Marcus Seals is not going to pick up the blocks, and that is going to be a tackle for a loss. He picks up a block there that could have gone for some yards. Dan Villari, he's going to find no time on that one, on that 3rd down play. That's going to result in a 4th down. That is not what you're looking for from the offense either. 2 negative plays in a row is going to force the punt, and now New Mexico has a chance to get even more, and now Snead is going to find some wide open space. He could take this one all the way, and instead is going to be brought down from behind that, but not before breaking free up the A-gap on that one. We blitzed the house, and they found the space. 1st down and goal now for New Mexico. They'll send Erickson in motion, putting him into the backfield, and they'll give him the ball, and he'll walk that one to the end zone. Touchdown for New Mexico, as they are now going to be taking a 31-7 lead on the 2 big plays on that drive. We need to get some offense. We need to get it quickly. Dan Villari, he's going to pitch that one off to Obi Hopkins on that one. That's going to be a 3-yard pickup from him. 3rd down and 9 here. Don Bird is going to keep this one, and that blocking is met quickly. That blocking was blown up by this New Mexico defensive line, and we will quickly go 3 and out, giving the ball back to New Mexico, down by a bunch. 1st down and 10 now as they pick up a 1st down on that play. They are in Blizzard territory, and the ball will go to Snead. Great blocking on the outside. He could take this one. He's got one guy to beat, and he will break free from that tackle. Another touchdown for the Lobos. They are now coming in bunches. Our offense has not been able to do anything in this 2nd half, and all New Mexico has had to do is run the ball on us. This defense is flustered. Our offense is flustered. Everybody's flustered. 38-7 lead for the Lobos. Don Bird, he's going to pick up that pitch. He'll pick up 4 yards on that 1st down play. Marcus Mobley, he's going to hand that one off to Marcus Seals, and that's going nowhere. That's going to be a loss of 4 as we go right back to 3rd down and 10. Don Bird, he's going to get that stretch play, and he'll find some space. He'll take this one for a good pickup on 3rd down and 10 as we continue the drive. Clock ticking down on the 3rd quarter, and Obi Hopkins is going to receive that handoff on 2nd down, leading to a 3rd and manageable on 3rd down and 5. Dan Villari is going to hand that one off to Don Bird, and that's going nowhere. He'll lose 2. He'll pick up 2 and force a 4th down and 3. We'll go for it. We need points, and we need them quickly. And Marcus Seals has got no space. He's not going to break free from the linebacker, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And now the Lobos will start in fantastic field position as we have just started the 4th quarter. Erickson going in motion again, just like they did on their last play. Snead is going to go and pick up 9 yards instead of Erickson on that inside handoff. Clock is ticking down. 2nd down and 1. Erickson again in the backfield. Montez will break free from the first one, and he will go and pick up the 1st down on the play. Breaking free from the tackle for a loss, what should have been, and instead is going to be a 1st down. Quick pass there for Montez, and he'll pick up 6 yards on that pass. As our defense has shown time and time again, we have not been able to stop them other than the one drive in the 1st half. We need to be able to try and figure out what that was in that 1st half. We were able to do plenty of stopping in that 1st half, and now New Mexico is able to do whatever they want in this second half. They have exploded on the offensive side of the ball, and they will just add more to the fire as they will knock that one in as Jones takes that one untouched into the end zone. That's going to give them a 45-7 lead. And now we are going to be bringing in those backups as Abdul Pace is going to find his way into the backfield again. Don Bird, he'll receive the handoff to the outside. That's again going nowhere. This New Mexico defense has been in the backfield all day. Abdul Pace keeping this one. He'll hand that one off to Obi Hopkins. He'll make the first guy miss, but will come up short of that first down, but not before picking up 8 yards on that rush. Abdul Pace under center. He'll toss this one out to Don Bird, and that's going nowhere. 4th down and 5 now for the Blizzard, and we will just punt that ball off back to the Lobos as we have not been able to do anything in the game. So going for it in our own territory is ill-advised. But our defense has still not been able to stop anybody as Snead goes and picks up some wide open space. And another cutback here from him. This one could go. Owens is going to find just enough speed and length to catch him from behind just before he gets into the end zone. 2nd down and goal now for New Mexico. And Wysong will find some open space in that zone, and he'll take that one to the end zone off of that CJ Montez pass. The Lobos have now dropped 52 on us. That is a good amount of points that they have dropped on us. Most of this coming in the second half. This was a 17-7 game going into the second half, and now we're looking at a 52-7 lead for New Mexico. Let's see if we can just salvage just a little bit of offense here in this second half as we are now into New Mexico territory. Obi Hopkins is going to go pick up the first down. That's an 11-yard pickup. This is basically just stat padding at this point. Last play of the game here. Don Bird will receive that speed sweep, and that will go nowhere. 4th down and 10, and that is how the game will end. That is a 52-7 loss for the Blizzard on opening day in rainy Oswego. This was not at all what I expected out of this game. I was expecting more of what the first half was going to be, where we were only down 10. We played decent, like I said at halftime. We played decent, and we came out incredibly flat in that second half. We couldn't get anything going in that second half. No, our offense struggled mightily, and our defense was even worse than I have probably seen in a long time, which was incredibly disappointing to watch. They really wrapped up Bubba Johnson. I was expecting a bit more from him in this one. Our linebackers did decently okay. They could have been better. I mean, I know that I talk about that we're going to see a little bit better of a team in this one for this season with our defense. But, I mean, we're still playing with a bunch of 60 overall players. We've got 2 guys on our defense that are decent overalls, with Steven Burks and Bubba Johnson being in the high 70s. And I think that we're going to need to try and figure out ways to implement them into their strengths to try and get them out there. I think a lot of the times Bubba Johnson was stuck on that inside. That's not his game. He's a speed guy. We need to try and get him on the edge a bit more in these next coming seasons. This was a definite learning experience for us, and we have learned that our rushing defense is still as bad as it has been as it has ever been. So now moving on into the recruiting, we will quickly look over the recruiting board. There have not been a lot of changes from last week in our recruiting, as we are incredibly low on our budget. So we are being very judicious about who we're going to be spending most of our time with. So this is what we are looking at. A lot of the guys, if we're still bottom of their order, but we're still putting a good amount of points in, it just means that they are not being pursued by those other teams that are ahead of us right now as we are going into week 3. So this is what our recruiting board is looking like. Like I've shown before, we've got a lot of guys that we're trying to stick close to home, but we do have a lot of those guys that are in those green and yellow ranges, which are going to be incredibly expensive for us. We're still way over budget, so we're going to need to try and figure out ways to decrease that. But one thing that we are really excited about is that we've got John Jameson moving forward for us. So now let's try and forget about what this week brought to us, and let's try and prepare for Vanderbilt in this next week against them. This is going to be a better team than what we faced off against in New Mexico. This is actually one of the teams that are so projected to finish around the middle of the tier level, but I think Vanderbilt is a much better team than they are being shown. This is going to be a very good Vanderbilt team that we are going to be facing off. So thank you so much for watching this video, and we will see you next week as we try and take down the Vanderbilt team.